Good morning from this beautiful rainy morning today as the car drives me to the office. So on my mind today is mental health and what you as a business owner need to be aware of in the AI era. If you think deeply, you'll realize this new technology of where I'm able to send a half-baked thought to the other side of the world to my coworker who is in a completely different state of mind, who gets a text message from me, and reality changes. It could be a text message for a DevOps emergency or something I need immediately, and that thing gets done. And it's kind of magical because we've never had this kind of technology. I mean, we've been able to communicate with people far away for a long time, but it's usually a written letter or something that you put a little bit more thought into. You understand that the person getting it will be in a different time, place, and space. And you take account of that. You try to emulate that other person as best as possible in your head. And we have all these mirror neurons in our brains where we try to figure out how the other person is receiving the message. So if you're sitting having coffee with someone, you can tell whether they're listening to you, whether they're not, whether they're distracted. And there's so much communication that happens on the visual medium and just sharing the same physical space together, same temperature and smell and everything else, the senses being aligned. So this thing that came about with text messages, with Slack, it's a very lossy form of communication. And over the last 20 years, we've kind of gotten used to it. We've kind of gotten used to the reality of it, right? You send a text message off, you're in a WhatsApp group, and now you're in part of a community. The first time somebody talked to me about WhatsApp group etiquette, I laughed. I thought the guy was joking, but he wasn't. He was very serious about WhatsApp group etiquette. So we've created digital cultures, digital etiquette. But it's really crazy how we kind of humanize things, how we lay culture onto things. And this is where you have to be really careful with the chatbot form factor of AI. Generative AI doesn't chat. That's not its natural state. It fills things. It generates conversation. It's not actually chatting with you. It just happens to be an interface that's very popular. And it taps into this human psyche. It taps into this phenomenon that I'm talking about where you send a message, text message to someone, and you have this expectation that they need to respond to you right away, right? And you get this dopamine hit when they do. And it's very addictive. It's something that tech companies have discovered recently, stuff like how powerfully addictive it is. And this is where you as a business owner need to be very, very careful. You as a leader need to be very careful. That chatbot talking back to you, you've already created mental models in your head that when you get a text or a message back from someone, you treat that message like one coming from a person. Now, obviously, you know that the chatbot isn't real, just like you know that when you're watching a movie, the things that are happening aren't real, but the emotions that you feel are real. Your brain doesn't know that. And there's this phenomenon of AI psychosis that you have to be very careful of. It is messing with your brain. And as a leader, being clear-headed, understanding these things and understanding humanity, but really your own humanity now, and making sure that you're not falling victim to AI psychosis because the AI is being sycophantic, that it is responding back to you, it is getting things done, it feels good. I've been there, and that's one of the reasons I don't like the chat form factor. You have to be super careful with it because it will mess with you. It will mess with your dopamine centers. And I wish you the best of mental health in your journeys with AI.